When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And an alley to run. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 45 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Newton. He dumps it off to Artis Payne. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And now running right through it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Bell. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man, it's right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Javon Hargrave continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Newton. Wright's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Hey, 20.
On 3rd down, Newton, and he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
On second down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 4th down, Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
But no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nikel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation. When I saw it live, I thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. third down. Here's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Newton now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the red zone now, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton. Open man is Samuel. Complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. And that is going to be complete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
Nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us, and everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now Newton trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it is 28-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This is McCaffrey, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down. Newton. Complete to right. And it coughed it up. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage. They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels from 4 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Newton to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, you're right. They have had no room to breathe. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Jack 16.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. 3rd down here. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Panthers will get the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He dumps it off to Artis Payne. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's third down. Again, Newton. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they manage to get that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Roethlisberger going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, hey.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. And
his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final.